Hey beautiful, so happy that you found this video, because if I would have found this video 1 year ago, it will help me so much. So let's start. This video is for my girls who are pregnant right now but didn't plan it, who are maybe not even sure if they even want to keep the baby. And yeah, also this weather right now, it matched the video so perfectly because it's a really emotional video. So first, congrats for your pregnancy. Even though you didn't plan it, it's something so special. It's so special that your body is able to carry a child. So it's something really beautiful, and congrats. And yeah, so first I will talk about how I found out my situation was when I found out that I was pregnant. Then I will tell you how my environment and how my reaction was, and then most important, I tell you how I made the decision, which now feels completely right for me. And yeah, also I want to say that the decision I made, it doesn't mean that it's also the right decision for you, and I support you with each decision you take, and because it's really big and it will change your life so much. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, so I made the decision to keep the baby. I have a beautiful 7 months old right now, and I didn't thought it at this time, but I love motherhood. I still love my life. I still think my life is perfect. Obviously nothing is really perfect, but I feel really happy, and I'm still me. I'm still doing things I love, and I have the cutest little buddy to do everything with. And yeah, 1 year and 3 months ago, I had a positive pregnancy test, and at this time I wasn't fully together with my boyfriend. We broke up some months before, and we were in a phase where we're trying. And when I found out, I was really overwhelmed, and I didn't expect it. And then my boyfriend's reaction really made me struggle more, because he said he was really not happy about it, and he said he wanted me to do an abortion. And also he said it like abortion is not a big deal. And yeah, so I think the first week I was crying. I was sitting on the bathroom floor, I was crying. I felt so bad. Because also at this time I was so happy with my life, and I was really outgoing. I loved the party vibe, I loved events, I felt so good, and I was also studying full time. So yeah, I was so overwhelmed, and I didn't want to become a mother. I didn't want to be pregnant. And then I talked with my boyfriend, and we talked about that we don't tell anyone about it for like 2 weeks, so we make really a decision which is good for us. And that made me feel also really bad, but I thought it makes sense because it really needs to come from us, the decision. And then when I remember I met one of my friends, and she just looked at me. She was like, what's going on? You're not right. Also, I didn't look right. I was crying so much. And then I couldn't tell her, like I could not tell her. So I told her that I was pregnant, and it felt so good to tell her. So also I recommend so much for you to tell anyone, like just to talk about it. It feels so good, and to share, and you are not alone. So many girls are going through this, so many, and you're really not alone. And yeah, so then the second person I told I really wanted to tell anyone, so I called one of my friends. And because also my boyfriend is not living in my home country, so I'm on a different continent. I don't have my closer friends from my home country. I don't have my family there. So then I called one of my friends, and I told her everything, and that I don't know what I should do, if I should do abortion or if I should keep the baby. And then she said that I should do abortion because we're too young. I was 20 at this time. We're too young, and like just do abortion and then you're free. And also what I felt like, what it told us in school is, when you get pregnant you just do abortion, it's okay, and then you continue life. And then also I started to research about it, And as more I researched, as more also I knew the risks of it. And it's not a normal surgery. It's not like you have pain somewhere and they fix it. It's like it's a surgery which for the body maybe it's not that big, but for your mentally it's very big. But yeah, since my boyfriend also wanted me to do this, we actually went to a department where they do abortion, and we had like a conversation with the doctor there. And he said like, yeah, we can do it 15 minutes, you can go out, you're not pregnant anymore. But I didn't felt sure, and he looked at me, he was like, we can only do it if you're 100% sure you want it. And I was not 100% sure I wanted it. And even some days I felt like, yeah, I do abortion, then I continue my life normally. And on the other day I thought, okay, I can't do an abortion. Because also I felt in my belly like it is something, it is a part of me. Like it should not be taken out. That's somehow how I felt. But it also, I wasn't ready for motherhood, for all these things. So I felt so relieved when I thought about doing an abortion. And so then also when we were at this department, I got the first ultrasound picture, which also, I was looking at this picture, I saw these little circles, and I was like, wow, like, it's real. Yeah, so at this time also, as I told you, I was trying with my boyfriend, and he was the one who broke up the first time. So I was so happy that we were in this trying phase, and also I really wanted to please him. And since he wanted me to do an abortion, I thought maybe I please him and then our relationship is going to be better. And I'm telling you now, if your partner wants you to do an abortion, don't listen to him and do what feels right for you. Because as a woman, you will take the most part. You will have the whole pregnancy. You will care for the child the most. It's just how it is today. And yeah, so you should make the decision yourself, not about your partner. The relationship will not get better from you doing this. It will actually get worse. Then after a while, I still try to talk with my boyfriend. I try to convince him maybe we can build a life together, because also I thought if he would be really supporting me and would be like, yeah, we do this together, I would not question so much. I would keep the baby, because also all my life long I knew I wanted to have children, just not so young. But I thought if he's really with me, I'm able to do it, like we can do this together. But he was not with me, so I really felt left alone. And then I called my mom. I didn't know anything else to do, and her reaction was really good. Like, I called her, I told her, I have to tell you something so bad. Then I told her I'm pregnant, and then she was like, that is not something bad. And that was just the best reaction I could have hoped for. But also she said like she will leave the decision to me, but she also fully supports me when I have the child. And then I talked to my dad, and my dad, he was more on the side, like, yeah, you don't know, it's like he was more on the abortion side. And yeah, so again I had this, I didn't knew, and also I knew I will have the baby, so I need to make the decision myself. And then I was really like, now this situation has to end, because it felt so bad to not know if I will keep the baby, if I will not keep the baby, and it's inside me growing. It felt so bad. And also when I look back, this was the worst time of my life. It was worse than giving birth. This not knowing what to do, it felt so bad. So I recommend also you do your decision and then stick 100% to this decision. And yeah, so at this time I felt really alone. Nothing really could understand me. So I consumed everything, podcasts, YouTube video, social media, everything what I can find about decision making and important decision making. And now I will tell you the things which I tried and which helped me the most. Yeah, so the first thing I found and which really relieved a bit pressure of me, was that there's not a 100% right decision most of the times. There's maybe like an 80-20% right or wrong decision. So each decision you will make, it will have their good parts also. And I was calling also with my therapist, and therapist told me also another thing is that you write down, you let, because if you really don't know, you let the universe decide. You write on 2 cards, you write yes or no. No for abortion, yes for the baby. On cards, you mix it, and then you put a card and you stick with it. And yeah, I did it, and I did it, I think, twice. And one time it was yes, one time it was no, so it was also confusing me, but maybe it helps you. Then another thing what I did was, what helped me actually, was I wrote down the best case scenario and the worst case scenario for each decision. And for the abortion side, the worst case scenario was I do abortion, I break up with my boyfriend, and I'm not able to have children anymore, because there's like a 3% possibility that after abortion you cannot have children anymore, and that will be so bad for me. So that was the worst case. The best case would be that I'm studying, I'm really successful in my studies, I be together with my boyfriend, and we have a good relationship, and that was the best case in this part. The worst case in keeping the baby was that I keep the baby and my boyfriend breaks up with me because of that, and I'm a single mom, I'm depressed. That was the worst case. And the best case would be that I keep the child, I'm staying together with my boyfriend, he supports me, and we have a family together, we live as a family together. And all overall, the imagination that I live with my boyfriend together as a family was the best. And the worst would be I don't get the child and I don't have a boyfriend and I cannot get children anymore. That was my worst case. So on this part already I was a bit more on the keeping the baby side, because being a single mom, of course it's sad, but and it's really hard. Like, I have so much respect for my single moms out there, but at least you have a child, and with the worst case scenario you can't have children anymore. That, like, this thought was so bad for me. But still, I was so scared of the single mom, so yeah, but it helped me a little bit. Then what I did next was I imagined like I was standing outside. It's the best if you do it outside, and you just mark 2 points on the floor, and then you imagine like 1 point is abortion, 1 point is keeping the baby, and then you stand at each point, at 1 point first, and then you really imagine you being with a baby. You get pregnant, you have a baby, you raise the baby, you really imagine this, and you're really in this scenario mentally. And then after this, you like shake a bit, you do something a little bit else, and then you stand on the other point, the abortion side. You really imagine you doing the surgery, and then you don't have the baby anymore, you continue your life like it is right now without any baby. And yeah, so I did both, and with both I didn't felt one yes and one no, but I felt on the side with the abortion, I felt like already tears coming. On the other side also a bit, so it was still not so sure, but I felt a bit more comfortable on the baby side, on keeping the baby side. Yeah, so since I felt a bit more comfortable on the side of the keeping the baby, I was like, okay, now I really need to make a decision. It was already, I think 2 weeks were already gone, and so at this time I wasn't so close to God, but I prayed and I asked him to show me the right thing, and then I asked him to, if I should not keep this child, please give me any signs till tomorrow morning. So when I wake up tomorrow morning, if something weird is happening, I will do abortion. And yeah, so I spent the afternoon, evening, Also at this time I was on a trip with my boyfriend. We were traveling because of his work. So we were in a hotel. I thought so many weird things can happen. But I went to sleep at night. I slept normal. Everything was so normal. Like, not a single detail, not a black cat going somewhere, nothing. So, and this morning I told him I will keep the baby. And yeah, his reaction, he felt already that I wanted to do this. And yeah, when I look back now, he told me that when our baby was there, he told us like, our baby was like Jesus to our relationship, because actually at this time, he was planning to break up with me. That was also why he was so much on the abortion side. And now we're still together. He is a really good father. He's really cute with our son. And yeah, I think we have a strong bond. We're not married. We're not fully into this, I would say. But he asked me to be his girlfriend again. I think 3 months later, when I was already 4 months pregnant. He asked me if I want to be his girlfriend again, and it went really good. He met my family the first time. Yeah, so when I think back now and I think about this worst case and best case scenario, like right now I'm living the best case scenario, and not one single second I regretted to have this baby. Even though of course it's hard, you don't sleep so good at night, but I don't regret it. And yeah, also most importantly, I didn't lose myself. And especially for when you're really young, I felt so many good things about being a young mother. Like pregnancy, I didn't have any complications. Birth went well. I feel so energetic. So even that you're young, it's like our bodies are meant to do this, and we can do this. And you will get so much support right now. I have such a stronger connection with women. It's so much easier to meet new women, because just people with other children, they're like, oh, your child is so cute. And then you say, oh, but you're so too. And like, you have new friends. It's really nice. And just, you get so much support from women. Like, women have so much, a strong connection, which is so beautiful, and which I didn't knew before about it. And yeah, I remember the first weeks, days when I made the decision, I was like, okay, I will stick to it, but I still didn't feel so comfortable. Then also I told my brothers that I was pregnant. I have 2 younger brothers, so they didn't react it so good. But yeah, it was my personal decision, and it was right. And you really need to listen to your gut feeling, and it's tricky because also where your gut is your baby growing. But yeah, from the beginning I had a bit the tendency like, this is a part of me that should not be removed, but it felt so scary to me. And it is not that scary. Like, okay, my life is special right now. Not so many other women in my age, they have a child, but it's beautiful. It's like, and now when I go to bed, I'm seeing my baby laying there. I thought like, how lonely are my friends who are right now, they're studying, they're going to bed, they're alone. They don't have their cute best friend laying there. So I'm really happy with the decision. And because also, I was talking with my boyfriend at this time about it. He said, because I was so scared about the surgery of the abortion, but it's not a big surgery, like if you compare it with other surgeries. And he also told me like, giving birth probably is way bigger than this surgery, but I thought after giving birth, at least you have the most precious thing on this earth. And even now, if you, obviously abortion is not a big surgery, but somehow it's like mentally it's crazy. And also there are studies that after abortion, a lot of girls, they go through depressions and they regret it. And I also thought like, nobody ever regretted a child. Like, even single moms, they don't regret the child. So that's another part where like, okay, abortion people regret. So yeah, so this was my story. And girl, if you're in this situation right now, I have so much compassion with you. Like, it is a really hard thing. It was the hardest thing of my life to make this decision, and also to raise a baby right now. But to raise a baby also, it's so much fun. It's so cute. And also, if you're interested in it, I still study full time. I study online with IU is it called? It's like an international university, which I can do everything fully online. It's really nice because I don't have to go somewhere. I do it just when he sleeps. So it's possible to still study. And even remember this friend I called, and she said I should do abortion. She right now, she loves him. I hear so often, like all of my friends, they love him so much. They're like arguing who can carry him, and I hear so often that they have so much respect for me, that I manage everything in like a really positive way. And yeah, and also I noticed I was in these birth preparation classes and also in like these children mother groups, and there are other young moms. Like, you're not the only one. Sometimes we think we are the only one in our age, but it's actually normal. And right now in the country where I am, actually it's really normal from 18, like women getting babies. It's so normal. Like, I'm not even one of the youngest. And also it makes sense. Our bodies in this age, they're the best. They have the best condition to have the child. So, and even right now, I think like right now I don't want to have I want to have a little children break, obviously. And it's so nice to have the luxury to have this, because if I would be 30, like most women start with 30 to have children, I cannot say like now I have a 6-year break to not have children, because your body cannot, like, it's not a bit more complicated to become pregnant at this time. And right now, even when I say okay 6 years I don't have a child, I still have so much time to get more children, and that's something really beautiful. And yeah, so girl, I have so much compassion with you. I know you will make the right decision for yourself. This was what feels for me completely right, and I hope so much I could help you. And if you have any questions, feel free to write comments, to write to me directly. I'm so happy to help you, and all the best. Your life is not over. Everything will be fine. Love you.